Hello to my wonderful listeners. One Family TV wala mutanale nan kotenke. Madi ngolu annani interview la moy me yalon ko wala mu keba kamara tide anin Talib Ahmed Bensouda tide. Keba kamara mole mati me yalon ko freelance journalism le mati de me yalon ko journalist le mati Gambia banko nin kan. Me yalon ko abe doku kendo men na mba tentu la mba jeyela ala doku kendo me yalon ko abe wala ki Gambia banko nin kan. Pour kamol ta kamol kalamuntandi me yalon ko wala be tama kan bar mbadi ngolo andani interview ta na lamoy anin hakilola nkana alamoy anin jusola de me yalon ko UDP 2026 jumala be kele la flag berati fo ila leader me yalon ko wala mu loya Usenu Dabo fo wala be kala flag berati ba fo Talib Ahmed Bensouda be kelati ba fo Rohim Malik Lo wala be kelati ba fo Yankuba Dabo me yalon ko wala be birikama fo wala be kelati ba mbadi ngolo woto annal lamoy ni interview la anin hakilo la nkana alamoy.
I think being the politician that I am and I guess the seat I occupy in the country as mayor of the biggest municipality. Also, you have my position in the United Democratic Party as chairman of the campaign and organizing committee. These positions, of course, attract a lot of speculation and rumors, and every action is calculated both by opponents internally and externally, and I guess the general citizenship. So basically, our party has structures, it has rules, there's processes, and I think leadership is open. It's a democratic process. We have a party leader as of now and secretary general, but the flag bearer of the party is always selected at the election year. Right, so it's an open application. I guess at that point in time, we will know who's interested and who's not.
Will you be interested? I just want to know if this is offered to you to lead the UDP for the next elections. Will this be something you'll welcome, or you think it's too early for you?
Well, it's too early.
I think you're not running for mayor again.
No, that's my last term. So I think at that point in time, in politics, everything is opportunity and timing. So at that point in time, the decision will be made.
Okay. Right now, you don't make.
Right now I have no decision.
And the rumors saying that you will be.
Those are rumors.
Those are rumors. Okay. Many people live in the UDP for NPP. Is this alarming? Is this threatening? Like somebody in the caliber of Mamadou Sabali is campaign manager. Campaign manager is not a small position in the party. Overnight, he just left for NPP. And you can name them. We saw in the news every time you went to South at around Cloro. You went there with MC Cham, and he was telling people that, no, I didn't go to NPP. And later we saw him going to NPP. And people are saying, many people are leaving.
Yeah.
Is as a executive member for NPP, for UDP, is this alarming for you? Is this threatening? What does this mean for you in politics?
I think it's normal. In Gambian politics, at least, since when I have been participating in Gambian politics, I have seen it as a normal thing. People left other parties and came to the UDP. People leave the UDP and go to other parties. This has been happening since the PPP era. People used to leave other parties and go to PPP, high-profile people, in fact. So I think it's in Gambian politics, at least, it is normal. In other parts of the world, it's not quite normal. Because subscribing to a political party means subscribing to a set of values or beliefs, unless, I guess, if something happened and you decided to leave. Now, in terms of cross-carpeting, I don't really believe in it.
Cross-carpeting?
Right, in terms of the manner in which it is done in the Gambia, I don't believe the impact is great. Because I always use the example of the buyer and the seller. If you are selling a product, it's better to concentrate on the buyer or the user of the product than the seller of that product. Basically, today, if you're selling a merchandise, you will have probably 100 people who can be agents for you, but the users of that merchandise will be in the thousands. So I think as a manufacturer of a product, you are more interested in the users than the sellers. So political position holders are sellers of political party agendas. So a political party must focus less on the position holders and focus more on the population, who are the Gambian people, who are the people you are promising to change their lives. So basically, as far as that is concerned, that is normal. Secondly, also, as much as there are people who decide to go, there are also many people who have decided to join. We saw Pate Balde, the former NRP spokesperson.
Yeah.
We saw Ajande Njai, the biggest year campaign of NPP in Farafenye, who joined the party. We saw in the board at Sonko, Sekou Sonko in Sika, Nyomi, who was a mobilizer or coordinator, regional coordinator for NPP, joined the party. So this all happened in the same period. We've seen MC Cham in recent days. So basically, I think these are normal things in Gambian politics. But I always tell people, if you are really trying to win the Gambian voter, focus on the issues they are facing. If you focus on the issues they are facing, you will always win elections. Because if you spend all your energy focusing on position holders, you are wasting your time. We've seen back in the day, 8 MPs left for NPP. From UDP, 6 of them lost their seat. So basically, the base does not move. The base has a set of beliefs. And basically, I also think it's a democratic right. I think it's somebody's right to decide when to go or when to join. It's their constitutional right, so they should not be condemned. When they were joining the party, they were celebrated. So, and they left other parties. So when they are leaving the party, they should not be condemned because they left other parties to come to you.
For Municipal Sabal in particular, in person, were you shocked when you heard this news? Or this is a politician who came to UDP and you were saying, okay, he'll stay, no, he'll go later. How does the news get to you when you heard Municipal Sabal left for NPP?
Well, I really wouldn't want to comment on the matter. But like I said, anybody who switches, it wouldn't surprise me. Anybody. Because in politics, you really don't know what people are thinking or what they are feeling and what their motive is. So it would be bad practice to start prejudging people or guessing what they're going to do. Or like I said, I would not condemn anybody and I would not look down on anybody. It's your right to affiliate and associate. And the democracy and the new Gambia we are all calling for since the Jammeh days was the right to associate with whatever you want. It's basically their democratic right, and whoever comes, we will celebrate you. Whoever leaves, we will not be happy, no matter who you are. But at the end of the day, we should not condemn anybody.
And many people said, these are rumors that, well, the old man in UDP, Dabo, is more closer to Talib now and giving more responsibility to Talib and pointing his finger to Talib, that Talib might be the next flag bearer, is what hurts people like Mamadou Sabali and left the party. Did you hear rumors like this?
Well, we hear all sorts of rumors. Politics and rumors live together.
So these are things you have been hearing.
Of course, we hear all sorts. I wouldn't like to deny that. I hear all sorts of rumors. I mean, there was one point they said I was forming my own party.
Yes.
There was one point they said I was trying to coup d'etat the party leader. And now they are saying the party leader is pointed at me. And this is all within a span of 6 months. So basically, like I said, it is important to stay steadfast in politics, to also base your decision on facts. But if you base your decisions on rumors, I'm afraid 90% of the time you'll be wrong. So basically, like I said, rumor speculation is part of politics. And leading up to every election, there's a lot of speculation. Today, even at the NPP side, we hear sometimes that the president will not contest. Sometimes we hear he will contest.
Yes,
Sometimes we hear he's chosen so-so candidate. Sometimes you hear a different candidate. And this sometimes if you were taking notes and dating these rumors, you realize all of these rumors are within a span of a month.
Okay.
So how can that be?
Yeah, how can
Right. So basically, like I said, when we get to the bridge, we will cross it.
What was the tour about, the recent tour, almost nationwide?
Right. So I'm the head of the campaign and organizing committee of UDP. Basically, I'm the chairman of all the campaign structures, and the executive created an activity plan, an annual plan, which basically has a schedule of all activities, who is responsible, when it should happen, etc. And part of the National Executive Activity Plan of 2024 is that the campaign and organizing committee, led by the chairman, should go on quarterly tours. So based on that activity plan, of course, we went on tour. Others went on tour. The youths also, the youth executives are supposed to go on quarterly tours. The parliamentarians within the party are supposed to go on bi-monthly tours. The regional structures are supposed to go on monthly tours. And all of these tours have been happening.
Okay.
But it's interesting that when I went on tour, everybody, but like I said, it's the position. If it was just Talib Bensouda, who was not mayor or who was not organizing secretary, there will not be any great hype or people paying attention. But courtesy of, I guess, who I have become in politics, people pay attention and they try to analyze our moves. But the tour was just for campaign and organizing to promote the party agenda.
Okay. What was this rumor that you had and you were like, oh no, we must do a press release. We must go to radio and clear this. You were confused. You were disturbed. There must be a particular rumor that disturbed you.
You know what? I cannot remember any specific, but I am sure there's, politics is very short memory.
Okay.
And it's so daily, it's day by day. But I know that there has been things that we probably wanted to clarify, that we were not very happy about. But I cannot really just now.
You cannot remember exactly.
I cannot just pinpoint one.
Okay. KMC has a radio.
Yeah.
The plan was to go on air.
Yeah.
And you still cannot.
Yeah.
What is the problem? Where does the problem lie? Who is denying you to go on air?
Right. So I think this is a very tricky question because I don't like pointing fingers. That's not my style in politics. And I like to base my conversation on things I know and not things I'm going to guess. But I think generally, when we started pursuing the license, we've been told that there was an embargo in place for many years or so, or 2 years on radios. However, we don't believe that embargo should affect government-run stations or community stations. But I guess they said that's not the case. So basically, we've also had many rumors that maybe it's politically motivated, maybe because they thought that we will run political programs that favor the United Democratic Party.
On the radio here?
On the radio. We've had those rumors. But I mean, like I said, we just spoke about rumors. Who knows what's really true? All I would say is we would advocate to continue pushing to get that license. The radio is up and running. It is live. It has very interesting programs. And since we've put it on, we've had councillors from all political parties do programs there. We've had Islamic programs every Friday. We've had the Christian community come there every Sunday.
So had the people think it's for the United Democratic Party's agenda. It's not that.
No, it's definitely not that. I mean, all you have to do is go on our page, our Facebook page, and just follow the programs, right? So myself, I have a program there once every 2 months. It's called the Mayor's Hour, and it's all about community issues. So basically, we will continue to advocate for it. And hopefully, if there's such a ban, that at least exceptions are made for government-run stations or community stations, and it's free. If today any person wanted to use it, even NPP members who have interest about community interest, of course they can use it. So it's not about politics. I think many people are not happy about this ban. Of course, even the sponsors, European Union, we know they will not sponsor political radio station. So we will continue to pursue this license so the radio can be operational. We are even ambitious to turn it into a television because we have the capability. The capability is already inbuilt. So we will just have to get a studio. Yeah.
So we saw that you partner with a radio station outside. So this is interesting. This we cannot understand. You have a radio and you still go and partner with another radio.
Exactly, because we are not given a frequency. So the frequency is what will enable us to connect to the small radios or the car radios, so that people can listen to the station just by tuning in. But with the online, it's just limited to a certain crowd who have access to megabytes or who have access to smartphones or laptops. So what we've done is, as a short-term measure, is to take our content and also take it to radios that already exist. So if you have a frequency, you can catch up with KMC programs. That is not how we would prefer it. But of course, we also like to partner with our local radios. We believe we are big supporters of media, and we believe that they are very important for the democratic infrastructure of Gambia.
Will you see this as dictatorial? Like this government is trying to be another Jammeh government. Don't do this. Don't listen to this. Don't. Is the NPP government, Barrow-led government, becoming dictatorial?
Well, in terms of our radio, you mean?
Yes.
Well, in terms of our radio, like I said, there was an embargo in place. I don't think the embargo. I think the embargo was based on a policy decision internally, and when it was in place, according to the time it was in place, was well before our attempt to get a radio. So I wouldn't go as far as accusing them.
What is the council's most successful stories, 2023, 2024?
2024, by far, our two most successful success stories would be the library we are about to open, which will be the biggest public library, and then the road network we are about to start, which will begin in probably the next month or so. We are very close. I think these two will be unprecedented projects for councils. And generally, I would just like to make a statement that is out of topic, is when people compare KMC in terms of performance, I think we should be compared to other councils, not Gambia government. So I always see critics say, oh, KMC versus Gambia government in terms of development. I say, no, if you want to compare our success as a council, you compare us to the 7 other councils in the Gambia.
Okay. So one of the most successful stories for you is?
For this year, will be the road network and the library.
Okay, the road network and the library. So these feeder roads, sometimes people are confused. KMC is responsible. No, central government. Bundung will tell you, Talib will tell you, so if you don't want to am. So who should come where?
Right, so I think there's not much clarity on the matter. And there's just a general saying, they say, council should take care of feeder roads, government should take care of highways. Now, in the first place, I don't think Gambia has many highways, first place. Second place, even the areas they call highways are small roads, like Karaba Avenue, they call it highway. Bundung, they call it highway. There's a highway there. So basically, I think there's no clarity. Secondly, I think for many years, government has not made a serious attempt, not just this government, but many governments before it, to build local government capacity for road construction. In the Local Government Act, it says every local government authority should have an LRA. Government has a National Road Authority, which is NRA. We should have a local road authority. So government should have set up a local road authority in every region that was being pre-financed by the council and subsidized by government. And in that way, as NRA is focusing on highways, the LRA as an agency or authority will be co-financed by both the council and the government to take care of feeder roads. But that was never set up. So even today, with this road network project we are embarking on, we still have to work with NRA, right? Because we don't have the internal engineers, the know-how does not exist, the plans are non-existent. So even though we will finance it 100%, we still have to work with NRA. Secondly, just to clarify, local government councils have never financed roads in the Gambia.
Local government?
No. Even the roads that KMC has claimed to build in the past has always been GAMWORKS projects. And GAMWORKS projects are always 95% funded by Ministry of Finance.
Okay.
And so it's always a small percentage, sometimes 4%, 5%, that is paid by the council. So all the concrete roads in Talinding, Jelifitikunda, the concrete road in buffer zone, Fajikunda concrete road, these are all GAMWORKS projects, which are usually loans from abroad, paid by Ministry of Finance, implemented by GAMWORKS. So this road network we are about to embark on will be the first fully financed road network project ever attempted by our council.
Okay. Have you been approached at any point in time by the NPP to join them?
Even if I was, I would not tell you.
You should tell me. You're a friend. You should tell me whether you're friend.
Politics has ethics. I think I know a lot of time it doesn't look like it, but politics has unwritten rules. And being approached to join somebody's political party is not something you should advertise. I think these are the unwritten rules. But of course, in the game of politics, just like football, you're always trying to recruit the best footballers, the best strikers, so that is normal. It's
what is
competition.
These Senegalese people doing here every time? Past time, they are coming in and out of your office. What's going on?
Yeah, so basically, in the case of Ababakar Jamil Sane, who's the mayor of Parcel in Dakar, it's a community of Dakar, he visited us about 2 years back. In terms of cooperation, he has very close ties to the Gambia. He has two brothers even from here. He's originally from Ziguinchor. So, in Gambia, Senegal is literally one people. So when he was incarcerated, of course, on a humanity basis, I sent a delegation to visit him to see how he was doing. And then when he was released, he was so happy because I guess, as he said, when you're in trouble, that's when you know your friends, right? So I guess when he was incarcerated, I think maybe we are one of the only official councils in the Gambia or any office in the Gambia to visit him. And it's because of the personal relationship. Secondly, generally, we don't want to interfere in Senegalese politics. Every country has their sovereignty, and we don't want to speak on it. But PASTEF Gambia, the organization that is here, many of them are Senegambians.
Okay.
So they said they wanted to pay a courtesy call, and my office is open to all. Even in the case of Guinea-Conakry, we have the, I think, UFDG. This is the party of Seldo Diallo in Conakry. They also are Guinean Gambians who were here. They also paid a courtesy call at a different point in time. So as a mayor of the municipality, whoever is a resident, be it Gambian, be it a multinational, or just be it even a foreigner, this is your council as far as you are resident. So they came to express their concerns, and it was my job to listen to them. Of course, when I was also in Senegal, many people saw me with Damboj, because when we paid a courtesy call to Ababakar Jamil in prison, I guess Dam was happy about that because he frequents the